another episode of Sidecast. Or I guess it's a side of.
A side of.
A side of. I always want. Didn't we first start off with saying Sidecast and then we kind of moved on to a side of? Okay. So today we're doing a side of Skyrim.
Yep.
Part 2 in what'll probably be a long series.
Oh yeah, very long.
You know, we're going to continue where we left off on our adventures. Me as a thief and him as an assassin.
Yeah, a super assassin with a bow. And then I also use two-handed sword and then dual maces whenever I feel like it. Sometimes it just feels good to bash their faces in. Or cleave them in twi. But I do especially like putting an arrow in their head and getting that kill cam one shot. It's surprisingly satisfying.
It really... I'm waiting... I've never actually gotten a kill cam with a dagger, so I want to know what that kind of looks like. Which, as a thief,
it's pretty awesome. You just, like, sneak right up behind him, and the moment you hit him, it's just like, BAM! One shot. Do 15 times damage.
Dang.
Yeah, it's pretty cray-cray.
So, let's see. Do you want to start, or do you want me to start with where we left off on our grand adventure?
I want to... I'm trying to remember where we left off. I believe I had just gotten to the Bleak Falls Barrow. But I don't think I actually went into it.
Okay, would you like to talk
about? I think I might have mentioned, but I'll just mention it again. Basically, I got to Bleak Falls Barrow. I killed all the people outside. Once I got in, I snuck up, and there are two people like talking next to a fire. One arrow, boom, one shot the dude, re-knock an arrow. The chick is like, "What the fuck?" She turns towards me, boom, one shot arrow. And then I go over, steal their shit, take, sleep. And then I actually refer to it in my notes as sniping. Whenever I kill someone with arrows, I pincushion them. But if I kill them without them, like if I sneak attack kill them, I call it sniping. So I basically snipe the guards, I snipe these two in here, and then I sleep in their beds because I'm just that kind of guy.
Nice.
So I was about to actually explore the Bleak Falls Barrow.
You know what, I think I did eventually go to Bleak Falls, but not for a while. I did a bunch of other stuff first.
I think you said that you did it after you had been to Whiterun.
Well, where I left off is I went to Whiterun, but then only because I got caught and I went to jail.
Yeah, you got caught and went to jail.
Yeah, and I just got...
Which I guess proves that I'm the better thief.
Oh, is that what that proves?
Well, I haven't been caught, have I?
Just because I got caught once. I did go back, and now nobody knows I got caught because I murdered that guy. and I am a Thane now.
Oh, me too.
Well, granted, not where I'm at in the story, now that I think about it.
Oh, no, when we get there. Yeah.
No, but yeah.
So, you want to take it?
Okay, so where I left off from last episode is, I had found the, I didn't go to it, but I found the, no, you know what, I did go to it. There's the Hunting Brew, Meadery. Yeah, I went in there, which was super easy, and then stole, which was against it. There is, like, a door, I think, that's expert, or
okay.
So that was relatively hard, but...
A little bit.
So went through there, stole a bunch of stuff, but the real cool stuff, where I went to after that was, I went and found this, mammoth graveyard, which, every time I run into these, I always think of Lion King. That was such a cool area, it was really creepy, and I ran into some poachers and, murdered them.
Was it near the Halted Stream camp? Where is this graveyard? Because I don't know if I came across it.
I don't know, it didn't have a name. I call it a graveyard because there was a bunch of mammoth bones, but it was probably just...
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Because at the Halted Stream camp, the bandits are, like, cutting off tusks and trunks. There's dead mammoths nearby, and there's, like, a pit with spikes.
I don't think I've been there yet.
Well, I haven't, as far as I am at this point, but I do go in there later and slay everybody.
Nice.
That's what I do. So what I've been up to I entered into the Bleak Falls Barrow. And so I just did some exploring. It's pretty straightforward. It's, you're going through, you're looting shit, whatever. There's some bandits and, there's skeevers and whatnot. But it's all pretty straightforward. But eventually you come to a part where there's, a guy, and he walks over, and there's, a lever, and he pulls it, and then he just gets fucked up by poison arrows from all directions. So, I dodged that. I didn't pull the lever. But it was a simple puzzle, so you just have to, turn the things a little bit and line them up properly. So it was really easy, so get rid of that. I get some loots, kill some skeevers, Oh, no, it says right here, I skewer rats on a two-hander. So I guess I used my two-handed sword to kill them, because I felt like overkilling them.
There you go.
And then I came across a room that the moment you walk in, a big-ass fucking frost spider or whatever comes down from the ceiling. So he immediately rushes me, and I just backed up into the other room, and I just pin-cushed him. I just put arrows into his face, and he never hit me. It was laughably easy. But then there's a dude in there, the dude who stole the claw from earlier, the golden claw. So he's all, webbed up. And I didn't even care to talk to him. I just cut him down, because I already knew what I was supposed to do there, So I cut him down, and he turns around to run away. And instead of letting him run away, I immediately one-shotted him with my two-handed sword. So it was like, a clothesline. You put your arm out, take someone right at the neck. I did that with a sword. It didn't decapitate him, though, which sucks. But so I fucked him up. Having retrieved the claw, I was like, I might as well go a little bit further, check this shit out. So I went, and there were Draugr all over, so I pulled out my double maces, and I crushed the shit out of them. I leveled up, and I pin-cushioned some more Draugr, so as I'm kind of exploring through, I'm just not dying. I'm just wrecking them all. It's laughably easy, because I'm not on Legendary, I'm on Adept. So eventually I come to a door that leads me to Bleak Falls Sanctum. So I go in there, and then there's a big odd door that I require. It takes the Dragon Claw to open, which is a pretty easy puzzle. If I remember correctly, obviously I know how to do it now, but I think the first time I ever played, I solved it in 5 minutes. I don't know what made me think to look on the claw, but it wasn't too difficult. So I go in there, and I come in this big open room, and there's some chests that I go and find, and there's waterfalls. And I get the word of power, my first word of power, Unrelenting Force, which is the first word of the Force. And then a big-ass Draugr Overlord pops out, so I finally used my poison that I bought earlier. If you recall, I spent a bunch of money on, a strong poison.
Yeah.
I finally used that, and it did half of his health.
Dang.
So that was nice. And then so I kill him, I level up, and then that was it. I get a shit ton of treasure, and Bleak Falls Barrow cleared. So I head back to the trader, I get paid, and then I decide it's time to head on over to Whiterun. Oh, and it should be noted that I found the Dragon Stone, which you, of course, need later.
Yes.
So it was really fun, but it was also really fucking easy. I might up the difficulty. So that was me doing that.
Yeah, that's what I did after I went to
the meadery?
After I found those poachers.
Yeah, that's right, I forgot. You already stole everything from the meadery.
Yeah, that was just what you do. It's what you do when you're a thief.
You cleaned it out.
I stopped at a place called Halted Stream Camp.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about earlier.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, then, yeah, I guess I was near that mammoth graveyard that you were talking about. I didn't know they were taking
just a little bit after this point.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, okay. Well, I went there. I killed all the bandits.
Yep.
Just easy. So nothing special happened though. It was just kind of I went in there. It was a new area. I went searching around in it, and a bunch of bandits
stole
killed
everything.
them all. there really wasn't that much to steal.
Yeah,
really.
there is. If you look, there's some decent stuff. And there's a lot of iron.
Well, I mean, compared to going into like a house.
Oh,
you know, there's food and clothes and weapons and all this other stuff, but there I just found a couple weapons, maybe a couple potions.
Oh, I don't even steal any of that stuff. I just take like money and gems.
Well, I take food because it doesn't weigh a lot and it gives you health.
Well,
So.
I haven't needed the food, so.
Oh.
So that's why I usually don't take them. I just kill everything with 1 or 2 arrows.
If you can find the arrows.
No, I buy arrows constantly. I think I have at least 50 of iron, steel, dwarven, and orcish arrows.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I went through there. That was pretty nuts. Now, this is a weird thing that happened in this game. And this has never happened to me in any other game. So this fugitive, that's his title, fugitive, didn't give a name, runs up to me and says, hey, can you hold on to this?
He gives you like an axe or something?
You know what? I don't even know because I didn't. I had so much in my inventory, I didn't actually know what thing he gave me, what thing I just picked up. But he gave me something, and he's like, if you tell anybody I gave you this, I'll kill you. I'm like, oh, will you?
That's grounds for murder right there.
Pretty much. And then a little bit later, this hunter comes up to me and says, hey, yeah, I'm looking for this guy. Did you see him? And I'm like, yeah. He's over there.
I killed him.
I didn't actually kill him. I let the fugitive go because I'm like, oh, all right. I'm just going to sell your crap anyway, and if you come attack me, I'll kill you. That's how this is going to work itself out.
Yeah.
And
when
then
that
the hunter
eventually happens to me, I'm just going to put him down.
Just put him down on the spot. Just you
Yep.
threaten me, I kill you. That's how this is going to...
Yes, that's how this relationship works.
So I actually watched as the fugitive and the hunter fought each other, and that was so bad but so fun at the same time. Because, like, the fugitive was just ducking, like, curled up in a ball, and the hunter was shooting arrows but missing. And I'm just sitting here like, wow, this is really...
Interesting.
Really sad. So I just shot him and killed him, and I was just like, okay.
There you go, buddy.
I don't have time to watch you do this for what seems like hours. And then I found Volenrud.
Volenrud? Volenrud, maybe?
Volenrud. Yeah, it's
Is
like
that a barrow?
Yeah, it's a barrow.
Nice.
Killed a skeleton, of course. Killed a Draugr. And there was a bunch of different Draugrs in this place. There was the normal ones, the restless ones, and then a Scourge.
Ooh.
And I didn't... I got through it, but... it asks for a certain item, like a key or something. I'm sure it's for a quest, and I didn't have it, so I couldn't actually finish the dungeon. Yeah, and that was kind of...
That's sad.
That's the only problem with this game, is you can go into some places, but you can't beat them until you have...
certain
you accept
things.
the quest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there are actually, if I remember correctly, there are certain areas that if you go to them and, like, explore them before you do a quest, it, like, bugs the quest.
Really?
Yeah.
Dang.
But, it's Skyrim. What do you expect?
And the last thing I did, before we'll go on to you, is I found some bandits near the Lordstone.
Oh, the Lordstone. Did you get the Lordstone?
No, because I'm gonna stay with the.
See,
because
what does the Lordstone do?
I don't even know, but I just know at the time it was just not better than the...
It's not worth it.
Yeah, it's just not worth it. I'm going to look it up, actually, what the Lordstone does. But, just to kind of add injury to insult, I slept in their camp after I murdered everybody.
Yep, that's what you got to do.
Because it's kind of... You're going to attack me.
It's customary in sports.
And found a shrine to the Merus Dagon. He's one of the Daedra.
Nice.
And,
the Daedric lords.
One of the Daedric lords, but I sadly didn't have the quest to go in. Like I found the entrance and I found the thing because there's like a stone like bed almost.
Okay.
And then there's an entrance, but you need a key and didn't have the key, so.
Of course.
and then found some miners and stole everything I could from the miners. Found a Stormcloak camp, stole everything I could from the Stormcloaks.
Stole everything you could from them. You committed a crime spree.
And then that was about it. By the way, before I let you take the mic, the Lordstone provides 50 additional points of armor rating and 25% magic resistance. Ooh.
That would be pretty good if I was on a harder difficulty.
Exactly.
For the defense bonuses. Nice.
But that's...
have you made it to Whiterun, yet, after being caught and leaving?
You know what? I usually write down everything, so I'm assuming not yet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm still just kind of running around.
Okay. Well, where I pick up is, I headed back to town. I completed the quest with the trader, and I'm going to bang not his daughter, I'm going to bang his sister at some point, probably. Because, if you recall, last time, I killed both Sven and Feindal, and Sven's mother.
Yeah.
Just get them all out of the picture, so there's that. But, so I decided it's time to head over to Whiterun. I've dilly-dallied enough. So, I'm running over, and every time I play, I always come across a group of Imperials escorting a Stormcloak prisoner on the road. Always. And I usually just leave them alone, or if I feel like it, I'll save the Stormcloak. Well, since I'm choosing Imperials on this one, I came over, and I tried talking to them, and they're like, "You're interfering with Imperial business, get away." They're all being dicks to me, and I was like, what? Okay, all right. For the good of the land, I kind of sneak over behind a tree, and I pull my bow out, and I snipe the Stormcloak prisoner, and then run away. And then I got away from them. So, yeah, some vigilante justice. I'm kind of like Batman, actually, if you really think about it. I'm like Batman and Green Arrow if they killed people.
If they killed people.
So then I skipped past everything else. I went right to Whiterun. The meadery, I got it on my map. Fuck it, didn't care about it. The various Pelagus Farm and Battleborn Farm and whatever they all are. Who gives a shit? None of that. The companions are fighting like a giant or a something. I don't fucking care. They're like, "Oh, you didn't help us." Yeah, I don't fucking care, and I just walked away. I even insulted them, actually. If I remember, I think you can insult them as one of the options, so I did that one.
Nice.
So then I went straight to Whiterun, and the moment I walked in, I was like, all right, here's fucking Whiterun. So I go over and I see the chick talking, the Smith lady. I don't remember her name, but I just ignored her. So I went right over to the Drunken Huntsman because I am a huntsman, and I hired the Dark Elf babe. I don't remember her name, but she's a Dark Elf babe.
Yeah.
So I hired her as my companion, and instead of having her use her bow, because that's my MO, I gave her a big-ass sweet axe so that they all focus on her, and then I can just pelt them with arrows and her sometimes in the back. Because your companions get in the way sometimes.
They really do.
They really do. So I gave her a big-ass sweet axe. I think it was like a steel axe or something, so that's pretty cool. So I did that. I went over to that lady, and, this time I actually did stuff, so I was just crafting and whatnot. Whatever, doing some crafting. I leveled my smithing up a little bit, because that's one of the skills I'm going to work on, so that I can make myself glass armor and elven armor or whatever. I spend a bunch of cash. I buy all this stuff. I get a bunch of new arrows. I get a new bow. Right here, stocked up on arrows, and I got an orc bow. So my bow was several times stronger than the one I had. Okay. So that was good. I get myself all good. I'm just going shop to shop. I sell my random shit at the general store. I do a bunch of alchemy to make a shit ton of poisons, because that's what I'm all about. It's not fucking poisons.
Yeah.
Level up. I do some stealing here and there. And I head to the inn for some rumors/jobs, where I got the job to go to the Halted Stream camp.
Okay.
I think that's where I got it. Because, there's a bounty. And I noticed there's a lot of Nord prejudice. Because I'm an elf. There are a lot of Nords that are kind of dicks.
Yeah, they don't like the elves because of the fact You know why they don't like the elves, right?
Yeah, the Aldmeri Dominion, but I'm not an Altmer. I'm a Bosmer.
Yeah, but they just hate all elves now.
Because they're dicks. And magic. I asked if there's a place I could learn magic, and the chick is like immediately, oh, you'd be one of those types, wouldn't ya? Why don't you try learning from the Jarl's wizard? Or you could just go to the fucking college. I was like, you're a bitch. I will kill you one day, probably.
I will kill you one day.
So I made a note that I would one day kill her.
Okay.
One day I'll come back, and I'll put an arrow in the back of her head, but not yet. So I talked to this chick Isolde. She had a little mini quest, I guess, that she wanted to be taught by the traders of the Khajiit caravans.
Okay.
So I needed to get a mammoth tusk for her, so I went and stole one in the inn really easily. Even though it was packed with people, they're just not perceptive. Or I'm just awesome. You know. So she gives me some speech experience, which was nice. I went and I beat up Mikhail, because I can. But it was also for, what's her name? Camila Valentis or some shit? She's a chick outside selling fruit.
Oh, okay.
Because the bard, the bard is like hitting on her, and she's like, I don't fucking like you. So I went and I beat the shit out of him.
Did you?
Yeah, because I'm that kind of guy.
I'm surprised you didn't kill him, to be honest.
No, it was a fist fight.
Oh yeah, it's not a. It's part of the quest.
It's part of the quest. Actually, you know what? Now that you mention that, I might go back and just kill him for posterity's sake, and you know, you don't want to leave any loose ends.
Right.
Heaven forbid. So I'm just kind of chilling and whatever. You know, I think I sleep, and then I decide to head out at night, out into the world. So I sneak on. It says sneak on a giant, get sneaked by a giant. All right, okay. So I go to a giant camp, and I'm just sneaking up, and I see a giant in front of me. So I use my poisons, and I hit him with some arrows, sneak attack, and he doesn't know where I'm at. And then I immediately get one shot, and I go flying 50 feet in the air. There was a giant behind me that snuck up on me somehow, took me out.
Oh, dang.
So that was fun. So it was good.
I also ran into a giant, not yet, but...
Oh, not yet, but I actually spent a long time fighting giants and mammoths.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, I think I killed 2 or 3 giants and like 3 or 4 mammoths. Not all at once, but they kept killing me. Because it's a one-shot.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but I found a really good strategy for fighting them. You just kind of sit in the water, and they're like, I don't want to go in the water.
I don't want to go in the water.
But, so I find a peddler and crabs. Kill all the crabs. They're the, what are they called? They're just crabs, but I think they're the mud
crabs.
Yeah, mud crabs, yeah. But they look like big-ass rocks. So I own them all. They're really fucking easy, of course. And I pickpocket the peddler, and then I kill the peddler in one shot, because I wanted to get pickpocket experience first. Right. So I stole everything from him, and then afterwards I was like, nah. So I put an arrow in his back.
Nah.
'Cause I'm a dick. What do you expect?
No, I got you.
So then I'm just kind of traveling around the Whiterun area, just looking for shit. Just kind of killing wolves and whatnot, whatever comes across my way. And I come across a horse. And I was like, hey, a horse. So I pin-cushioned it. Because I'm a dick. Fuck horses. I'm going to kill it. So I kill the horse, and I kill a bunch of bandits, and then I finally make it to the halted stream camp. So I'll stop before I move on. Your turn. So you want to take the mic.
Well, you know what? The reason I stopped where I stopped is because the next thing was kind of a big thing I wanted to talk a lot about. So I was just kind of knocking out these smaller things. But, so I went into a place, which I've never, you know what, I've probably been to, but I've never actually, I guess there's a story mission to this place, but I've never done it. It's called Labyrinthia.
Oh, yeah, I've actually been there. You go there for the Mage College.
Exactly, and I've never
Eye of Magnus.
I've never completed the mage college thing because I've only done a mage once. And
Oh, my mage.
So I went.
Funniest Rex.
Did you really?
Which is such a cool name. I don't remember where I got it from.
So I went there and fought 2 trolls, but I could not kill them.
Outside of Labyrinthia?
No, in Labyrinthia.
Oh, you actually went into one of the areas?
Yeah, I went in because Labyrinthia.
There's 4 doors.
Yeah, I didn't go into any of the. Well, no, I did eventually go into one of the doors, but just walking into the open area in the middle.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
2 trolls.
Outside, there's trolls kind of guarding it.
Yeah, and could not kill them.
Wow.
I could. They were just too strong, and I had to keep running away. And they're actually one of the things to bring up. This is a good time too. They were actually pretty smart in designing the AI in that you can. What is it called? You can not hack the game, but anyway, essentially you can jump to a place where the AIs can't get to you, and you can just pincushion them.
Yeah.
But they're smart enough to run away from you, so you can't.
Yeah, that's good. I mean, that also kind of sucks, but that's good.
Yeah, and I'm sitting here doing that because if a troll hits me, I'm dead.
Yeah, they'll one-shot you.
Trolls. Yeah.
Yeah, same thing with the giants and the mammoths.
Exactly. But the giants are bigger, so you can usually hit them. You can pincushion them as they run away.
Yeah, and the mammoths are the easiest of them all.
Yeah. But, so the trolls, I just kept trying to kill them and run.
You gotta use fire, because they regenerate.
Yeah, essentially, and I didn't have any fire magic. No, I guess I do. You start off with flame.
Yeah, but it's really weak.
Yeah, especially if you don't put anything in magic. Your magic is going to be...
I wonder if that's a thing about the mythological creature troll, is that they have regeneration. Because in World of Warcraft, there's trolls' blood elixirs, which is regeneration and things like that. It's not the first time I've heard of trolls regenerating. So I wonder if that's just part of the mythos of a troll, because I don't really know that much about trolls, I gotta say.
I don't know. I know next to nothing about trolls.
Next to nothing, besides that they're usually gonna kill you.
Usually, unless you're WoW. In WoW, in which case they'll only kill you if you're Alliance.
They'll only kill you if you suck.
So I went in there, and sadly, Fendal died.
He died?
Yeah. He was with me the entire game, and then he died, because the trolls just killed him. But
You failed him.
I did,
Chris.
and I feel bad about it. But
he didn't fail you. You failed him.
Hey, when you follow with Thief, you don't expect to live a long life.
You gotta expect to take the risk.
Exactly. So what actually ended up happening is, to try to get away from the trolls, I ran into one of the doors, and there was a Death Lord waiting for me in there.
That is
great,
awesome.
Great.
Which one's the lesser of 2 evils? 2 trolls or a Death Lord?
Essentially, I just ran out and then booked it out because I'm faster than than the trolls.
If you've been doing what I've been doing, you should also have a shit ton of stamina. I've been putting all of my level ups in stam.
I recently started putting them in stam.
I did it from the very start. I'm gonna get to 300 before I put them into magic and health.
Oh, okay. I think I did the same, but I put it all in health and got up to 300, and now I'm starting to put them in stamina.
Oh, see, I don't need that because I just don't take damage. I either die or kill you.
Yeah, but if you fight something like a dragon,
that's how
you don't have the armor to take a dragon on, so you kind of have to... Or not a dragon.
Well, I did take a dragon on later, and I just shot arrows into him.
What are you going to do when you hit a troll? Or a Death Lord?
A troll? I'm just going to put arrows in him.
Yeah, but it takes a lot of arrows. Depending on your level, it takes a lot of arrows.
Well, I'll use my strong arrows and my poisons.
I should start using poisons. I really...
Yeah, it adds damage. I also have Conjure Familiar, and I have Raise Dead, so that helps.
Okay.
So you can pull out some guys to help be distractions.
And then after that, the last thing I did before actually deciding to go back to Whiterun and actually start doing some stuff in Whiterun is I met a Vigilant of Sendar, and that was kind of cool, but I don't know if there's something you do with them later, because all you initially do if you run into them is they just tell you a little bit about what they do. And
we like to kill vampires.
Or any Daedra, but anything that's...
Any evil.
Yeah.
Yep.
But it seems like they usually go for, not like evil people, but evil creatures.
Yeah. They kill monsters.
Yeah. Yep. Which, dude, would that not be a cool job?
That would be such a cool job.
It's like Ghostbusters, but, like, not just ghosts.
It's like Ghostbusters, but better.
Well, better. So, and then after that I went to Whiterun, so I think that's a good place to stop for me.
Okay,
there's a lot to do in Whiterun.
Oh, did you do a shit ton of stuff?
I've got like a page and a half of notes, and I think they're all in Whiterun.
Oh, wow. I am...
Yeah.
A few lines. I've got like a half a page left, and then I'm out of notes entirely.
Oh, okay.
That's because, see, what we do is we like put a point that we're going to play up to. And so the first one was get to Whiterun. The second one was go to our respective cities to learn, or to join the cause. So he headed to Winterhold. And then I'm heading towards Solitude, and I haven't gotten there yet, but... So I've already been to Whiterun, and I guess he just got there.
Yeah, I already talked to... where I stopped playing is I actually already talked to Ulfric.
Yeah, and joined them.
Yeah. For the Stormcloaks to join them, you
have to go kill a ice wraith or some shit like that.
Yeah, and I haven't actually left yet to go do that, but...
Have fun, because ice wraiths suck. They're dicks.
Pretty much. And if I was better at magic, I could just burn them, but...
So in the Halted Stream camp, I am stealthing through the whole thing, because I know there are people afoot. But, so I'm taking people out, whatever. I mine at every possible iron vein, because there's something you get a little bit later in the dungeon. So I'm mining all of the ore I can find. I'm stealing their shit. My Dark Elf lady just runs into a room with a bunch of guys, and she gets completely mobbed. She didn't die. I saved her, but she got swarmed, which was good, because that's what I have her for. So I'm just picking them off while they're going for her. So I save her dumbass. I take out all the henchmen. I pin-cushion the leader, which he actually took a little bit to kill. I mean, he wasn't nearly as easy as everyone else. I mean, he was easy. He didn't do anything, but he had a little bit more health. And then after I killed everybody, because I went and I cleared the place first, and then I just cleaned it out. Like, I went top to bottom. I mined everything. I stole all the mammoth tusks. I stole all the fucking... all the loot, and I ransacked their shit. I slept in their beds, because whatever. I slept with their mothers. I fucking did all of that, you know? And there's actually a thing that you get in there. It's like a spell that turns iron into gold.
Okay.
So then you just use that, and you just turn all the iron you just mined into a bunch of gold, and then sell it for a profit. I mean, it's all profit because I mined it, but you know what I mean. And then you can actually just buy ore and then turn it into gold and sell it back, but I haven't done any of that. So I totally cleaned the place out. And then I leave, and I get in this huge, long, epic fucking battle with mammoths and giants. I'm killing mammoths, I'm killing giants, I'm killing more mammoths, more giants. I died tons of times because they one-shot me. And essentially, like, I'm fighting them. I finally kill the first mammoth. Then, the first giant comes after me, and I'm fighting him, and then he kills me. And then it starts me right after I had killed the first mammoth, so I'm like, okay. So then I'm fighting the giant, and then, he kills me. And then I'm fighting him, and I finally kill him, and I get this epic headshot kill cam. Like, because when he's about to die, they take a knee. And so I go right up to his face, pop on a poison, and then just arrow right to the face. Boom, take him out. It was so fucking satisfying. It was probably the most fun thing I've ever done in this game.
Nice,
which is
dude.
saying something because I've played the shit out of it. So then I'm,
Yeah.
I'm fighting the second giant, and then he kills me, and so then it starts me right after I killed the first giant, and I'm fighting the second giant again, and over, and I finally kill him, and then more mammoths show up, and I kill them, and another giant shows up, and it was just this battle. Oh, and by the way, I exploited the water when I finally figured out that they don't like the water for whatever reason. But so essentially, I kill a mammoth, I kill a giant, I kill a second giant, kill 2 more mammoths, kill the final giant, and then celebrate. And then go take all their shit, because...
Of course, because,
I earned... At that point, I fucking earned it. That's all I have to say. So then, at this point, I've been fighting them all day, so it's like evening. Because I slept for like an hour. So it's evening. So I spend the entire evening running around the fields, just picking flowers and catching moths and glow bugs, and just kind of stocking up for my poisons later. Oh, I come across this, keep, and all these guards just swarm it and slaughter the place, because it's filled with bandits, and they slaughtered them. It was pretty beautiful, I have to say. I quite enjoyed it.
Yeah.
So then I went up in there, and I was just like, hey, look at that, free stuff. So I clean out the outside of White Watch Tower, and I'm sitting there, picking a lock, and I get caught picking the lock for some reason, so I get jailed, and I lose 5 gold. And
so now who's the better thief getting jailed?
Yeah, it's because I didn't fail a pick lock. They saw me pick a lock, I guess. I didn't know that was illegal.
Okay.
So anyway, so they jailed me for 5 gold. 5 gold. What the fuck?
That seems very insignificant.
Yeah, so then I go in there. It says finish dropping loots, head to Dragon's Reach. So, I don't know what that means, finish dropping loots.
I guess finished getting rid of some of the crap you couldn't carry, maybe?
No, I probably just offloaded all my shit into the vendors. But then I finally decided it's time to do the actual quest. So, because I was back at Whiterun, because I was out exploring and they jailed me. So I went up to Dragon's Reach. And you can go now, because I'll continue in Dragon's Reach.
Oh, okay. All right. So I went to Whiterun.
Okay, my turn.
Well, I went to Whiterun. Like I said, I've been there before, but I was arrested, and I decided, because what we first decided on was get to Whiterun. That was going to be our first
milestone.
Checkpoint.
Yeah,
Milestone.
checkpoint.
And I actually cheated a little bit by getting arrested, so I actually got there first, but I ran right out. I didn't do anything. Yeah. So the very first thing I did was I went to the guards, the guard barracks right on the left-hand side when you first enter.
Mm-hmm.
Stole
yeah. I know that place.
I stole a bunch of stuff in there.
That's cheeky. I'll give you some thieving props. You stole from the guard house.
Yeah, check this out. Not only did I steal from the guard house, I pickpocketed a sleeping guard his bow.
Ooh. There you go. All right. You get some props.
Okay. And then I met this Red Guard woman in the tavern.
Yeah, I know Nadia or Sadia or something like that. Nadia
or something.
Sadia.
When you play again, keep this in mind. I want you to do this for me. Go back to Whiterun. Talk to this Red Guard chick. I swear she is voiced by the same woman who voiced Wonder Woman in the Justice League show.
Oh, baby.
Dude, I kid you not. I swear it's her. I swear. But I haven't looked
it up. But fuck that.
Exactly. I'd rather live in this dream where that is
that's the truth.
Where that's the truth, right? And then I learned a little bit about that whole Greymane versus Battleborn feud that's going on.
I ignored all of the side quests inside the place except for Isolde.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I talked to people just to kind of get a couple quests. I didn't start any of them. Let me restate. I started.
You didn't do anything.
Right, I got them, but I didn't do anything to help them out or anything.
Yeah, we'll do those later, side by side. Whenever we
Yeah.
go to do an actual quest, we'll both do the quest at the same time, so we can get both of our perspectives. So it's not like, well, I did this quest. Oh, well, then I did this quest. Which is actually
right
what we
now,
ended up doing with Bleak Falls Barrow, but that was...
Yeah, right now we're just kind of...
getting a feel.
Right, and I know we are doing different things, but we are going to get to a point where, okay, now we're both doing the same missions, and so you can get kind of a...
Yeah. And there's actually this intro area, this beginning with Whiterun, I've done a bunch of times, but like when we start doing stuff in Dawnstar or Markarth or Solitude or those areas, I haven't done shit there. So that's like 95% new shit for me. Or like when we start doing the Daedric artifact quests, a lot of that shit I've never done. But then also on the other side, when we start doing the like companions missions or the Mage College or the Dark Brotherhood, Chris hasn't done most of those. So
yeah,
it'll be nice to get these perspectives.
I've actually done, instead of doing the guilds, I did a lot of the Daedric things.
The artifacts.
Yeah, I did a lot of those.
I got like 3 or 4, I want to say.
I think I honestly only missed like 1 or 2.
I got the Mask of Clavicus Vile. That was pretty
that's
cool.
Yeah. Yeah. But so I met the Jarl, which of all the Jarls, he's a pretty good Jarl. The good Jarl to meet.
Balgruf the Greater.
Yeah,
he's pretty cool.
He's pretty cool. I
Yeah.
like him.
I agree. And I took the sword from the dude's daughter to her father in the place. Like, if you remember, she's like, will you take this up to my father, Aventus?
Oh, yeah. Aventus is the
like,
what is it?
Economic advisor or whatever the fuck he
like
is?
the house, what is it?
He's a dick.
I know who he is. He's a dick, and it's funny because he gets in a fight with, like, I want to say the head. I don't even know who he is. There's this guy that's
You buy your house from him.
Yeah, but he gets in a argument with one of the guys there, and he's like, "Oh, that's just old
Nordish nonsense."
Nordic nonsense. He's like, "How dare
Nordic.
you? That's our beliefs."
These are our beliefs. You arrogant son of a bitch. Because the Nords are all like full of feeling.
So I don't know about you when you talk to the Jarl, but when I talked to him, I just told him straight out, "Yeah, I was a criminal. I was a criminal in." Wherever, at the beginning of the game, whatever that town was called.
I said they tried to, I was like, there's a dragon there. I saw that. It tried to kill me.
I just told him, yeah, I was a prisoner. And he's like, oh, well, those were Imperials. Them and their craziness.
Yeah, and their craziness. I actually sympathize for the Imperials a little bit after talking to what's-his-face in Whiterun. Not Whiterun. Riverwood.
Yeah, you would, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I would.
Sympathize with the Imperials.
Someone's got to cleanse Skyrim.
Whoa! Well, only an assassin who doesn't care about
life,
Nordic beliefs, and life would go for the Imperials.
I'm a mercenary. The only thing that matters to me is that sweet, sweet gold and pussy.
Which you haven't gotten any yet, so kudos.
Nope. Nope. You son of a bitch.
So I stole I went and stole a bunch from the Jarl, because no matter where I go...
I didn't feel like it. There's too much stuff all over the place.
Oh, dude. I went out of my way. I stole an unusual gem for the Jarl, which I forgot you can get that. I'm going to have to go pick that up. That's the Berenzia shit, right? Well, I was going to say, should we reveal what that is?
Reveal what it is? Well, calling it the Berenzia shit, they have no idea what that's for.
No, I'm saying should I reveal what it is, what you do with the unusual gem?
Oh, well, I've only found a couple, and I've never actually done what you're supposed to do with them, so I couldn't tell you.
I believe it has something to do with the Thieves Guild.
The Thieves Guild, yeah.
Yes, I think if you show it to them, there's a quest or something, but that's one of the ways to get into the Thieves Guild is have the unusual gem, like, BAM!
Oh, okay.
There you go. So, yeah, guards suck at their job. Oh, yeah, because when I was stealing, from the Jarl's like bedroom. There were guards outside, but it was so easy to steal.
Oh yeah.
So easy. Holy crap.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to say, I talked to what's his face? I guess his name is Farengar Secret Fire. Do you know who that is?
He's the mage, the Jarl's wizard.
Yep. The Jarl's wizard. And I
Farengar.
Stole from him because he's got a bunch of crap worth stealing.
Mm-hmm. He's a dick. He deserves it.
He is he's a little bit of a dick.
He's a total douche.
And then after that, I decided to leave to go to Bleak Falls Barrows. Burrows. There we go. So that's all the stuff I did in Whiterun.
Oh, okay. I went and talked to him. You know, I didn't steal all the stuff, but I turned in my bounty, which was shit pay. I went and I slaughtered at least 12 men in a fucking place, cleared it out, and my pay was like 100 gold.
Wow.
Like, come on. My services aren't this cheap. I'll take the money because I already did the job, but come on. And then all they really did was the quick story stuff where they're like, you should go fucking kill that dragon. So, you know, after you do Bleak Falls Barrow, because I'll let you continue, I'll talk about how I killed the dragon, and then you can talk about how you killed your dragon. Sound good?
Did I kill my dragon? Sure. If I killed my dragon yet, did I kill the dragon?
After Bleak Falls Barrow.
Yes.
Because you have to go get the Dragonstone first.
Yep, okay. So that way we're kind of more synced up?
Yeah, exactly. Especially because this is a big story part. This is your first dragon.
So yeah, I'm about to leave for Bleak Falls Barrow. Well, I've left Whiterun. I'm kind of outside now. And dude, there was a moment where I sneak shot. Is that what it's called when they don't see you?
I call it sniping.
Okay, so I sniped a deer from a distance, one shot.
Nice.
and it kill cammed it, and it was just like, oh,
like
that is
super long range.
Yeah, over a river, and I was just like, oh. But I like that. Also, I found a nin root. Did you ever collect the
Nirn
nin
root?
roots?
Yeah.
Nirn root.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's
yeah.
Nirn root. Yeah,
Okay, so
I found a couple.
Did you ever do the red one, the red Nirn roots?
I did, but I never did the whole thing. I started it.
Yeah, me too.
Which, actually, that's something I can't wait for us to get to when we get down into the, I don't know what it's called, but the Underdark.
Oh, the Undercity? Well, it's not called the Undercity, but yeah,
the Dwemer place. Like the ruins underground where when you look up, it's like fucking awesome.
Yeah.
All the shit. And there's actually giants down there, too.
Is it really?
Or at least one giant, I think.
Oh, I know there's the Max.
The golden colossus.
Yeah. So 2 bandits attacked me and I killed them.
Okay.
No big thing. I went to Anissa's cabin and I did the whole thing where I went down because you said you'd done it. So I went down and looked around and then came up and she attacked me and I killed her. Arrow to the
face.
Arrow to the face in the forehead, dude.
Perfect.
Like I don't know if you do this. I don't know if you do this, but whenever I hit them with arrows, I always go and look at like where I hit them, and it's always like nice when you get them right in the face somewhere. Like,
yeah. Yep.
But did I find
have you been upgrading your archery? Do you have the slow time or whatever, the zoom in and all that?
I'm sure I do. I don't. I don't write down what I put my stuff into.
Well, yeah, neither do I. But all I write down is like level up. Oh, look, I leveled up.
There you go. So, killed him. Oh, no, I'm sorry. I did it through the mouth.
Oh, through the mouth?
I shot her through the mouth, not through the head. Yeah.
Oof. That's almost worse.
And then I found a bunch of bandits, killed them. Killed 3 bandits in front of a cave. Killed 2 inside.
Yep.
Oh, okay, now I'm at the Bleak Falls Barrows, and I killed 3 of them outside of the Bleak Falls. And then I went inside and killed 2.
Yeah, it's the 2 right next to the fire.
Yeah. Killed a bandit thug, which apparently took a while. Oh, because he had found me, I killed, because it was 2 near the fire, and I killed 1, and then he saw me, and so I couldn't snipe him, so I had to just,
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I actually went for the stronger one first, Once I killed him with a sneak attack, I killed the other one before they even... I think it was the chick before she even saw me.
I didn't know one of them was carrying a two-hander. I couldn't tell from where I was, but... Then I killed the giant spider doing the same thing you did. I got it to notice me, and then I backed into the room and pincushioned it.
Yeah, and it just, like, stares at you. Like, I think it tries to spit at you, but you, like, can't get you.
Exactly.
So it's
and
like,
then,
this is anticlimactic.
The guy's name, by the way, I don't know if you said it, but the guy that was in the spider web, his name is Arvel. Arvel.
Okay.
Arvel, yeah.
I didn't care
I let him
down.
down.
I killed him.
I cut him down from the thing, and then he made a mad dash, and I actually ran up to him, and I outsped him, and I got him in a dagger in the back.
Ooh.
But sadly, by the time I did this, we were already in the Draugr, like, where the Draugrs were. And, yeah, and then two of them popped up, and so I had to pincushion them because now they knew I was there.
Of course.
But then what I would do is, every time I'd enter a room, I'd find the Draugr that would get up and just sneak attack it to death.
Yeah, kill it while it was still laying down.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I did that, and yeah, I got the Golden Claw, got the Dragonstone, killed the guy.
How was your fight against the dude at the end, the boss, before you got the Dragonstone?
Pretty okay. Well, because the Relenting Force doesn't hurt you, it just pushes you back and stuns you, so...
Yeah.
I just stayed out of range and pincushioned him.
It didn't do shit.
Exactly.
Yeah, I've noticed that archery makes the game like 1,000 times easier. Like,
doesn't it?
The enemies don't do shit.
And actually, I guess I wrote down here that it kill cammed me hitting him in the head.
Ooh.
So that was kind of nice.
Yeah.
And then I returned to Whiterun. And do you want me to keep going up until when we meet the dragon, or is this where...
Yeah, basically, you tell how you killed your dragon, and then I'll tell how I killed mine.
All right, so before I actually got into Whiterun, I talked to the Khajiit, which... I forgot that there was a camp of Khajiit just sitting outside.
It's because they're not there when you first get there.
Oh, yeah? Do they just kind of show up later?
Yeah. Or at least they weren't there when I first got there, because I specifically went to go check them out.
Oh, okay. Well, I sold a bunch of stuff to them, try to empty out my baggage.
Did you buy any skooma?
No, because I'm not a drug addict.
Not yet.
But then
you are a Khajiit, aren't you?
Yeah.
Not yet.
Exactly. Because they all love that skooma.
I love the moon sugar.
The moon sugar. I love that name, moon sugar.
Moon sugar.
But, I did the whole thing where I talked to them, and I immediately went and attacked the dragon.
Yeah, me too.
So, the dragon was actually super easy because he was more focused on the other soldiers, so I just pin-cushioned him from behind. And, by the way, his name was
Mermilner.
Yeah.
Mermilner.
Mermilner. I thought that was super...
pretty cool.
That was yeah. And,
that's all you did? Just pincushioned him from behind?
I did. Because he never paid attention to me. He didn't even blow fire on me. Not once.
I came up to the area where he's at, obviously, and I just went straight for the tower, and I went to the very top, and I just shot arrows at him as he, swooped around me in circles, and he would breathe fire on me, and I would just sit in the fire and just shoot him. And then, I'm going to die? Potion. And then just keep shooting him with arrows, and eventually I killed him, and he just fucking fell out of the sky. It was pretty cool. No. So then I went down to the bottom, and I looted his body, and I got a bunch of his bones, and he got all this stuff, and then I sucked his fucking soul out.
Yup.
I eat its soul.
Yep.
Which was pretty cool. And then the Greybeards called me.
Yep.
Which, if you remember the very first time you ever played, when I first played, and that happened, I was like, what the fuck is going on? And then you learn of the Greybeards. Yeah. And then when you finally climb the 10,000 steps, or whatever it is, 7,000 steps, dude,
yeah.
Oh my god, the Greybeards.
Was that not cool, climbing the 6,000 steps?
I think it was 7,000, but yeah.
Yeah, whatever the amount was.
Yes, it was so badass. Oh, so then I finished the quest. Did I get a letter?
Yeah, did you get a letter? I got a letter. Like, some guy ran up when I was on my way back to Whiterun from killing the dragon. A guy shows up and is like, I got this letter for you, and I opened it up, and I don't know word for word what it said, but it was like, just remember you got friends out there, and then it was like, from a friend. I was like, oh,
Cool.
who is this from?
I did not. It might have been the Thieves Guild, because you steal so much. It might have been scouting, recruiting you.
Yeah.
Although, for me, usually when I get a letter, it's because I've killed too many people, and it's the Black Hand.
Yeah.
But I haven't gotten that yet.
Oh, okay. So then you turn in the
unless
quest.
you get that from doing a specific thing. But.
Well, you know everything I've done, so I don't think we've done too much different stuff.
Yeah.
But, so you turned in your quest, and I did too. But I gotta say, you remember in the first episode we did of this, you said that there were some bandits that showed up and tried to kill you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's because they were hired by a niece's granddaughter or whatever.
Yeah, they attacked me too, but here's the thing. They attacked me literally right in front of Dragon's Reach or Hold or wherever the Jarl is.
Really?
Yeah, like I'm
inside
walking
Whiterun?
Yeah, I'm in Whiterun. I'm walking across the bridge, and all of a sudden, they come up from behind me and like, well, we're here to kill you. And then I fought them on that bridge, in that little moat, or whatever.
That's pretty epic.
I was like, what is this? And the guards don't care. I ran up to one of the guards, thinking he would help me. Nah, they just watched. Like, okay.
It looks like you could handle it.
Yeah, really. We don't help cats like you, because that's what they say. Like, you know, be careful, cat, or you'll make a nice rug, cat. And then I kill them for saying that.
Keep your hands to yourself.
Yeah.
Because they always talk about how you're a thief. Because they know you're a thief, even though you haven't been caught. Well, I guess you were once, but...
Yeah, but just because I'm a Khajiit, they're just like...
they always know what you are. Keep those magics away from me, or you'll burn something down.
You know, one of the Khajiit that's in the tents outside of Whiterun teaches you pickpocketing?
Oh, I might have to hit him up. And then kill him and take my money back. But then
unless you...
No, I'll pickpocket him, and then I'll train my pickpocket, and then pickpocket my money back.
And then pickpocket him. And then, so we both became Thanes.
Yes, and I told Lydia to hit the curb, because I still got my Dark Elf bitch.
Did you ever... Wait, what do you mean you got the Dark Elf?
She still works for me, remember?
Oh, yeah, okay. Now I gotcha.
Yeah.
Did you ever become a Thane in anywhere else?
Yes, I did in Winterhold. Whichever one has the college. The College of Winterhold.
Okay.
So yeah, Winterhold.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah.
Kind of a crap town, but nice.
Yeah, it is a crap town. But so after that, I headed out. I decided now it's time to head towards Solitude, because that's where the Imperials are at, and I'm going to go join the Imperials. So for my route, I decided to go to Rorikstead, and then from Rorikstead go north to like whatever that like swampy area is. I can't remember the hold, and then go north from there to Solitude.
You're not talking about Riften, are you?
No, Riften's way down in the bottom right. There's one that's like between Solitude and Rorikstead. Well, not necessarily between them, but it's kind of right there.
I think I know what you're talking about, yeah.
It's got a lot of Death Bell in it, if I recall correctly.
Okay.
So I started to head over there, and I came across Fort Greymore. I don't know where that is on the map. I don't know if I just went towards it, but I came across Fort Greymore, and I went inside, and all of the bandits in there were laughably weak. Like, they were so easily killed that both me and my Dark Elf were able to one-shot every single one of them, even their leader.
Dang.
So I just fucked their mothers. So I went through that, and I took all their loots. So I headed to Rorikstead. And I don't remember the weird guy, but it says right here I killed a random weird guy. So someone was being odd, so I killed them.
Next time you meet a weird guy, you should probably say what makes him weird.
Yeah, what made him weird. Then I came across... Okay, this was fun. I came across the Sleeping Tree Camp. So there I collected some Nirnroot, and I killed 2 mammoths and a giant. You know, pretty typical giant camp. But there's like a tree there that you get this sap from. That, if I remember correctly, it's for a quest from Isolde. But I didn't use them or sell them, but it's some special sap that does something or other. But then there's a cave. I went into the cave, and it's this tiny little hallway for like a couple steps and then a slightly bigger room with some chests. So it's very close range, and there's just a giant there. The moment I walk in, he's just like, no, fuck you. And he runs right at me. So I start shitting my pants, right?
Yeah.
So what I do is I immediately drop down to stealth because he apparently didn't see me, and I just start pelting him with arrows, using poison between every single arrow just to do max damage. And right before he got up and was able to actually hit me, I get this like really cool fucking just. I shot him in the chest. It wasn't like a headshot or anything, but I got a nice little kill cam, take him out. His body falls right at my Dark Elf's feet. I was like, that was close. We almost died. So I get some good stuff. You know, I'm going around doing, you know, looting the place. It's okay. But then I open this chest, and I take this thing, this, like, orb, and this chick starts talking to me. And so it gives me the quest Meridia's Beacon, which I've never done before. So it was kind of cool. The Daedra just started talking into my fucking mind. She's like, guess what? You now work for me, bitch. I'm like, oh.
Which
so
I've done that one.
Oh, you have?
Sorry. I've done that one, and it's a lot of, what's the best way to describe it? It's like a lot of, the whole thing's one big puzzle, because that thing is going to shoot out a beam of light, and you have to figure out how to follow the beam of light.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay. Well,
the beam of light has to do something, and you have to set it up so that the beam of light can hit the target.
Okay.
The final target, yeah.
Okay, well, we'll eventually go do that one at some point.
Yep.
So I left there, and I started moving on, and I came across Broken Fang Cave. I went into it, and there's a vampire that, like, 5 or 6 times, he just owned the shit out of me. So I left. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to come back, and I'm going to slaughter you. But for now, you're too strong. way too strong. I couldn't even sneak up on him. Like, he just knew I was there. I think it was a chick, actually. So I moved on, and I came across a place that I've never been before called Jukar's Monument.
Okay.
And there was nothing there, so... I mean, it was just a big monument with some flowers, and I took the flowers.
Nice.
So I finally made it to Rorikstead, and I didn't actually stop to do anything. I just kind of passed through it and traveled a little bit north to a place called Robber's Gorge. There are people there, so... You know, it's just more a lot of weak bandits. And I killed them all, because, you know, that's how I do.
That's what you do.
And then I entered into Robber's Cove, which just this, it was a cool little thing. That, I mean, there wasn't anything to it, but there was, like, a little waterway outside, and then, like, just some loot. It was cool. It was awesome, because you really forget in this game that there's all these, like, kind of little fun things that aren't really that significant, but it's cool. It helps flesh out the world.
Yeah.
So then I came out of the I came across the Crabber's Shanty, where there was an old man fishing, and I walked right up to him and put an arrow in the back of his head because I felt like it.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. I didn't even steal his stuff. He didn't have anything worthwhile. I just felt like killing an old man. And then I came across this place called Dead Men's Respite, which is filled with lots of draugr and traps and spiders, but I never actually finished it. So that's where I leave off, is at Dead Men's Respite. The reason I went into it is because I was hoping there'd be another Word of Power.
Oh, okay.
And so there, my journey has stopped and halted until I decide to continue on my road to solitude.
Well, I guess I should continue where I left off then.
Yes, you should.
I should.
Finish that
but
shit
I
up.
won't. Nah, I will. All right. So I decided to go back to I'm forgetting the first town that you're kind of supposed to go to.
Riverwood.
Riverwood. I went back to Riverwood. I returned the Golden Claw because I want to steal it from him later.
Yeah.
And I was on my way, over to Winterhold, and not Winterhold. Yeah, Winterhold.
Windhelm.
Windhelm? You sure it's not Winterhold?
Winterhold is where the Mages College is.
Okay, yeah, Windhelm. Okay. So I was on my way to Windhelm, and I met Cicero.
Oh, Cicero of the Dark Brotherhood.
Exactly. He sits there, and he's got a broken... he's got a wagon, and one of the wheels is broken, and he's carrying this, what he says is a coffin for Mother, and it's a gigantic coffin.
Yeah, it has their god, his god, in it.
Yeah, I know what... I did the beginning of Dark Brotherhood.
Oh, okay.
So finished it, yeah. And Cicero's kind of nice. He's just kind of weird.
He's really weird, but he's awesome.
He's really weird. He's like a jester. And someone makes a comment that, it's... What's really weird is that he's a jester, and there hasn't been a jester in Skyrim in forever.
Mm-hmm.
So the fact that he is one is just like, huh.
It's odd.
You're a bit queer, aren't you?
Mm-hmm. Cicero is very queer.
So I did the whole quest for him, which is just go talk to this guy that lives in a house a minute away to convince him to do the thing. And then I stole from him. But then I left. And then I went and found a giant camp. And this was an ordeal, this giant camp. Because I was just like, oh, okay, the giants don't care that I'm here. I'm just going to go right by. But then a spider comes and attacks me, and I'm like, you know what? I'm going to get these giants to do it for me. So I ran up to one of the giants, and he attacked the spider, but then he attacked me. And so I had to kill the giant, used a bunch of arrows to do it.
Yeah, they have a lot of health.
They have a lot of health.
They really do.
I killed one of the giants, stole his crap. The mammoth that was there ran away. And I found a place called Erkenthand.
Oh.
Which is it's this place up on this wall. Like it's almost like I can't really describe it, but it looks like it was part of a Dwemer thing that got collapsed in on.
Oh, cool.
And I killed 8 bandits while I was there. And then I left because there was nothing really to steal. And then I killed 2 wolves and I got the kill cam for it.
Oof.
And it was awesome.
It always is.
Always is, dude.
Like, it never gets old. When it does the arrow kill cam, it's so satisfying.
It really is. Like, some of the other weapons that you get the kill cam for, especially the magics, it's just kind of meh.
Mm-hmm.
But the arrows, man.
Arrows. Yeah, magic is meh, because, like, you'll be shooting fireballs, and then it'll do the kill cam, but it won't even kill them.
Yeah, really?
Or it'll do the kill cam while you're spraying fire on them.
So it's just you continuing to spray fire on them, but...
in slow motion.
In slow-mo, yeah. I killed 2 crabs, just for fun. Cause they're crabs.
Yeah.
And then I found a tent and a fire just by itself, like nobody was around. So I was like, this doesn't seem suspicious. I'm going to sleep here tonight. And I did.
And you did.
And nothing happened.
Oh. I was waiting for something to happen.
Nothing happened. I'm sorry to disappoint you like that. Sorry to build up your expectations. But after that, I found a place called Angus Mill. Angus Mill.
Angus Mill, okay.
Okay. And stole a bunch of stuff. Left.
Of course.
I mean, there was nothing really to do in the town, so I just went house to house trying to find something. And then I finally get to Winterhold. Well, I got to the stables outside of Winterhold, or Windhelm. Stole from the stables, because I could.
Yep, of course.
And I found out that... So you actually made a comment that the Nords are kind of racist. The most racist town is Windhelm.
Yeah, that's where Ulfric is.
Yeah, and there's actually like a ghetto, and I went around, talked to a couple people. Didn't want to steal yet, because I wanted to get to the Stormcloaks. And it's probably not a good idea to steal in a town where you want to join the...
Yeah, I'm not going to steal once I'm in solitude until after I've decided it's time.
Yeah. So I learned to pickpocket better from... There's this old lady when you first walk in, and she's like begging for change, but she can also teach you to pickpocket. It's kind of funny that way.
Okay.
It's really funny. I actually gave her like 1,000 gold with all the pickpocket training I did.
Yeah.
And then right afterwards she's like, change.
You have
Change. And I'm like, I just gave you 1,000 gold. Go to the freaking inn or do something.
Yeah. Why don't you buy yourself some food?
Exactly. And then the last thing I did, second to last thing I did, I went to the Hall of the Dead because there's usually some stuff to do there.
Cool.
But there was nothing to do there.
Oh.
Nothing was going on down there. And I was like, oh, well, this is boring. So I left, and then I talked to Ulfric, and I accepted the quest to be a thing, and that's where I left off. I'm still in Windhelm. I haven't left yet, but
okay.
I'm about to start my journey to becoming a Stormcloak.
All right. So then I guess that's the end of this episode. We're both out of content. But next time I will make it to Solitude. I'll try to skip everything. Once I'm done with Dead Man's Respite, I'll skip everything on my way there. And then we'll both start our respective things.
And kind of and this is actually one of the first big things that we can compare. You know, well, if I do it this way, he'll do it that way. We can see how similar and how different they are.
Yeah, because I'm an Imperial. And you're a Stormcloak filth.
Yeah, you're just power hungry like all those Imperials.
I'm not power hungry, because I already have all the power.
You have the power over life and death, and that's the greatest power.
Yeah, I am. Okay, you know that creepy feeling you feel in the back of your neck when you feel like something might be going wrong? You just get this like maybe a pit of despair in your stomach. Yeah, that's me.
Yeah. I'm that guy that you know when you're walking around and all of a sudden your pockets feel a little bit lighter and you go and you're like, what happened? I was there.
What happened? Oh, it was that Catman over there. Damn it, Catman! You should have been a Khajiit chick and named yourself Catwoman.
Or Selena.
Selena Kyle.
Or just Selena. Okay.
Selena!
Anyway, thank you for joining us on our part 2 of Skyrim.
Part 2, yep.
And
on our tour of Skyrim.
Yeah, that's actually pretty cool.
Expect this to go very, very long.
This might be the first thing that we do that's going to go all the way up to probably double digits in parts.
Oh, probably easily double digits.
I don't know if any other thing we're going to do is going to go into the double digits. Probably, but it won't be. It'll probably be something big like this.
Yeah, something that's long.
Yeah.
It's like my dick. What?
Is your dick longer than 10 parts?
It is. No, it's not. I jest.
It's only 9 parts. But
well, alrighty.
If you like this or any of our other videos, you know, like, subscribe, most importantly, comment.
Not most importantly, but definitely comment.
Definitely. We're waiting. We're going to get a comment sooner or later.
Eventually.
I'm just waiting to see which episode it is that gets that first comment, but
and what it is.
And what is that comment? What
I'm
if
just
it's
commenting
just like
to tell you guys to shut the fuck up about commenting.
And then we're just like, oh, we got a first comment. We got to talk about it more. Just like I could have part of each episode just about commenting and what we feel about it. Yeah, just what if our first comment is like an emoticon?
Just a smiley face.
Just a smiley face or a wink. Or
positivity.
Maybe what if it's a
wink?
Winky face?
Ooh, that guy wants to fuck us.
All right, but we were your hosts. I was Chris. With me was Justin.
Yep, that's me. That's me.
And we will see you next time.